Hey guys, so before I'm going to start this video, I have a little disclaimer. Some of you may have noticed on Saturday the 29th, I believe, or 20, whatever it was, that video for that day had a severe error in it where the audio kept looping back to an earlier date and time. And I am sorry about that. When I checked the video before I uploaded and when I got through the editing and all that, there was no error, so I don't understand why it only showed up after I uploaded the video. But when I went in to check the video the next day, because I had realized the problem, when I went in to check it, not only was that changed, but somehow all of the temperature slider was changed, and all of the light balancing and all that, all the fixtures, all of that was changed, so I had to set all that back. And I couldn't really fix the audio, so I had to just scrap that entire video. So we're going to be redoing again. I'm not going to keep this demeanor throughout the entire video because I'm recording this like a half hour ahead of recording the other thing. So I will be happier during the other video. This was just a disclaimer. I'm probably not going to bring up the fact that this video is already recorded throughout the entire next of the video. But for those of you who saw the video last Saturday and are wondering what happened, this was basically an explanation of that, so I am sorry. I hope you can forgive me, and I hope you can still enjoy this video, because I will try and make it better than the last. James, and today we're playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. So, right before I start this video, I'm going to say, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is my favorite game of all time. Like, this game beats everything. Any version of Pokemon, beaten by Ocarina of Time. Any version of Spyro, beaten by Ocarina of Time. Just every single game gets beaten by Ocarina of Time when it actually comes to my favorites. And that is just fact, due in part to the sheer nostalgia, the absolute joy that I experienced playing this game, the tremendous mechanics that it had, and just the absolute hours upon days of entertainment that I got from actually playing this game. So, basically the way I plan to do this series is I plan to do it completely unedited. I plan to get all of the heart pieces, all of the necessary items, and at least 50 of the golden Skulltulas, because that's really all you need. But I don't know if I'll get anything else other than that. That'll probably be all I'll get. And all that rupee farming and all that, I'll probably do that like off screen if I need to buy stuff. But I will do the bonus missions, like the spoilers, the ghost catching mission, I will do that on screen. And a bunch of the other missions, I will also do them on screen. But mainly, I'm just going to do this series completely unedited. I'm going to do it in a style that I haven't really done before, that I really want to start out for this series, because I want Zelda to get the recognition it deserves. So let's just go ahead and get in. I'm going to have to start a new game, because I already have 2 slots filled up. Is there... Oh, no, I forgot. There's a way to delete it. Alright, so there is a way to actually delete this. I can just erase, and erase, and erase. There we go. And, no, not that one, because that's my actual game thing. Here we go. Alright, so I'm just going to stick with the name Link, because, honestly, I don't want to use any vulgar name. I can't really think of anything funny. And, oh, wait, I got a name. Let me put something in. No, I don't really want to, never mind. I was going to put in Saitama, but I'm like, no, I do that for every game, and I don't really want this playthrough to just have Saitama. So, we're just going to go through with Link. There we go. That, and because I just love Link's name. It honestly does sound like some hero in a fantasy game. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get in. So, if you've never played a Zelda game, or you have never heard of Zelda in your life, first off, I'm ashamed of you. In the vast deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. That's our little Linkmeister. Also, I don't know why he talks differently in this part of the game than he does throughout the rest of the parts that he's actually there. Because the rest of the parts he talks like one of the old-timey kind of English languages. Like the kind they used back in Shakespeare time. And there's Hyrule Castle with a white horse running out of it during the rain. Which will actually be relevant later. And it's the evil man himself, Ganon. Dun dun dun. And that is the, oh crap, I forgot to bring extra pants face. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. That's a big nose. Oh, Navi, the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of life. But, before this tremendous evil, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. Okay, I'm sensing a little bit of Herculean leap in logic there, buddy. If you can't stop something and you're a giant tree who can talk and has a face and can communicate with fairies, how's a boy without a fairy supposed to do anything? The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Okay, so BS main character powers. That explains it. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends on thee. Actually, no it doesn't. Navi never does anything useful in the Zelda games. Even in the games where he's the main character, he never does anything. And we get that entrance to Kokiri. Ah, Navi, I didn't need that shot there. But we get the entrance to Kokiri Fort. No, not that sound, not that sound. Please don't do that sound. I hate that sound. No, no, I'm getting PTSD traumatic flashbacks from this. Oh no, I hate that sound. Because, if you don't know, if you've never played Zelda, he constantly makes that noise when he wants to talk to you, and he just does not stop until you talk to him. And it's super annoying, and you can't shut it off. Like, that literally drove me insane my first time playing through Zelda. Just because he never shut up. Hello? Link, wake up! The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up! Then he just turns his freaking head. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Okay. Link is lazy, apparently. Even though he has, like, a bunch of farm tools in his house. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. Yes, indeedy. I mean, obviously if a giant tree needs me, it has to be important. And there we get that glory shot of Link. Link's ears are extremely pointy. They look like daggers coming out of his head. Hey, it's... Yahoo Link! Oh, what's her name? I forget her name. Something with an S. Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. I'm pretty sure I'm not, if that's what all Kokiris are, because your hair is green. You're like a Jacksepticeye elf. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go to see the Great Deku Tree. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what is your name? Do you have a name? No, apparently she doesn't. Okay. So, if you've never played Zelda before, like I was saying before, Zelda is like a massive RPG, fantasy, role-playing game kind of thing. Oh, a fairy finally came to you. Now you have a lot to learn. The best place to go to learn some new skills is the Forest Training Center. It's just above the hill over here. Okay, let's actually go over there. But, Zelda is like a massive RPG game that's been around for who knows how long. I forget actually how old Zelda is. I don't need to learn anything. You guys are just a tutorial house, so I don't need to talk to you. But I forget how long Zelda's around, but I know it's over 20 years. Zelda is old. Alright, so I want to go over here, because over here has an important item. Because this leads to the secret pathway to a sword. Alright, there we go, Link. And there are also big rocks in here, so if you hear what sounds like a giant rumbling, that is what that is.
I can't pull you out of the ground. Makes sense. So I'm just going to go this way. Navi, shut up or I'm going to rip off your wings. I'm sorry I'm being so rude to Navi, but he just needs to shut up. Or she. What gender is Navi? Or does Navi even have a gender? Or are all fairies, like, ambiguous, except for the great fairies? You got the Kokiri sword. This is a hidden treasure for Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure you practice with it before you really fight. Yeah, and by borrow for a while, they actually mean just keep for all eternity. Because you literally don't give this sword back, ever. Alright, but we're going to go back out this way. And now, there's another item that I need to get. So, I will actually do that. But first, I'm going to equip the sword. So, if we go into gear, we can actually click on the sword and just equip it like that. And then you see now we have the sword on the back with our sheath on it. I don't know where we got the sheath, but you know, game logic. So, I'm actually going to try and collect some rupees, because that's actually going to be very useful. And rupees are basically the main currency in this game, and I believe there's 6 different kinds. There's a red, a blue, a green, a purple, a gold, and a silver. And they each have different values, but the silver ones are special because they're usually just village missions. They're normally not really anything. Okay. Who are you? That meanie Mido is making me cut the grass at Saria's. That was her name, Saria. Oh, I completely forgot her name. Mido told Saria he would do it if she would like him, but I'm the one doing all the work. You and Saria are close friends, so you help me cut the grass? I'll let you keep anything you find. Dude, I already did that. You're like 10 minutes behind in game time, I guess. Okay, so a bunch of hearts in here. Not what I need. I need 40 rupees, actually, because in order to get to the Great Deku Tree, I actually need to get an item called the... I believe it's called the Deku... No, not Deku. Deku Shield. And that is basically the basic shield that you get at the beginning of the game. I'm going to put the sword away. But it's basically the basic shield that you get at the beginning of the game. And it basically has no real-world application other than being a shield. That's basically all it is. Okay, so I'm going to break all these rocks and try and get some rupees out of these as well. And hopefully get something. Navi, shut up. Oh, rupee. Thank you. Also, the rupees have that disappearing after time mechanic, so if you, like, are farming for them, don't think you can just let them sit around infinitely, because they will actually disappear if you let them sit long enough. I'm guessing Mido make you did this too. Actually, I remember that Mido made you do this too. So, I'm just going to ignore you for right now, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to check these treasure chests, and see what you have. Let's see, green rupee. That is useful. If I get a blue rupee, I can be near my goal, and I immediately get a blue rupee. Thank you. And we got a recovery heart, and I think that's what's in here as well. It's just another recovery heart. No, another blue rupee. Okay, so I actually have what I need. But there is another blue rupee over here, so I'm actually going to go and pick that up real quick, since it's just right on the way. So I'm going to go over here and just slip through here and pick up this rupee. So now, what we want to do is we want to actually go to the shop. And in this game, you can basically just go to a shop and buy some items. And a lot of times, the items that are from the shops, look over here with L and talk to me with A. Okay? But yeah, a lot of times the items from shops are basically the same thing. So normally it doesn't have that much variation. And sometimes some of the shops items you just get from the story when you need them. So you don't really have to buy them right away. You can if you want to, but you don't really have to. So I'm going to talk to the little gnome owner right here. And I'm going to buy the Deku Shield. There we go. I love the freaking Zelda noise. It is my favorite game noise ever. Okay. I'm going to equip the shield now. So now you see we have the sword and shield on our back. I don't know what that symbol is. Maybe we'll find out later. Who knows? But now we can actually go into the area with the Deku tree. So I'm actually going to go over there. Ah, where did you come from? You just spawned out of midair. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how'd you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Jeez. Someone needs to get the rock out of his pants. And no, I ain't talking about no Dwayne Johnson. Okay. So, this way is to the Deku Tree, but first, we have the first actual enemies of the game. So these are basically just giant flowers. And what they do is they just basically stick up out of the ground and drop these little sticks here for you to pick up. And there's two different versions of these. There's the version that just sticks up out of the ground, and there's another version that actually tries to attack you. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, I hope I don't ruin my voice with that. Because when I did Opus, I used that same voice, and that hurt. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen to that music. That is definite story music. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need thee to break the curse with thy wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage to undertake this test? Well, you think I am? Some kind of wimp? And the tree's mouth opens. Perfect logic. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link, and Link, when Navi speaks, use the Navi icon to listen well to her words of wisdom. Okay, so it is a her. Got it. Okay. So, I think somewhere around here when you're an adult, or at nighttime, there is a gold Skulltula, but since it's daytime right now, I can't really go and get that. So, I would have to wait till a different time to actually be able to get it. Inside the Deku Tree. So, we actually have the first level of the game right off the bat. Okay. So, this is a very... no, I didn't want to go out. Crap. But this is a very interesting area of the game, because not only is it actually the first level, but the area where they put this is very interesting. The fact that they put it inside such a big area of the game, that they just put it inside this massive tree, is really impressive. So we got some Deku Nuts. Those are good. I'm actually going to register the Deku Sticks that I got earlier, because I'm going to need those later on. Look at this wall of vines growing on it. Give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it. Navi, shut up. I need to kill these plants right now, Navi. Okay, the music's gone. Wonder where it went. Never mind. Oh, there it is. I've got the music in the Deku trees really quiet. Okay, so we can go this way, and I believe that the vine area just leads the exact same way. Now, I could go down there, but I don't want to yet, because there's an area up here. Well, there's a bunch of areas up here. But there's areas up here that actually lead to good stuff. My favorite game sound ever. I absolutely love that sound. Even more than the Pokemon capturing sound. And Pokemon has a lot of my favorite in-game like achievement sounds. Although, The Last Guardian and Shadow of the Colossus actually have my favorite game soundtracks of all time. Although this one beats them out by a freaking country mile. So I take it back. This is actually my favorite game soundtrack of all time. If I give you a tip, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the circle pad forward, you will roll on the ground when you land, and you won't get hurt from the fall. Yeah, that rarely ever works. So, yeah, see, he even said it won't really work. Well, try it if you were feeling bold. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it rarely ever works, so I wouldn't recommend doing that, just because you're going to take the damage anyway, and it rarely ever even does anything, so it's just not really worth it. But in here, we should get a very useful item. And we get that music again. And we get the Slingshot. The Fairy Slingshot. Use I, X, Y, or 2 to take it out and hold to load a Deku Seed. Aim with the circle pad and release A when fire. Yeah, okay. So, this is a really useful weapon as Kid Link. Mainly because it just helps you get around so many of the areas. And you can't really get around much of the game as Kid Link without it. But when you get into Grown-Up Link, you actually get a better item called the Hookshot, which basically does the same thing with better accuracy. And you also get a bow and arrow later in the game as well. So that's actually basically an upgraded version of the Slingshot as well. In fact, the bow and arrow is actually my favorite weapon of the whole game. And the Master Sword is probably my second weapon. Okay, so I need to go this way. Because I need to hit those spiders so that I can actually get up to the area that I need to. But yeah, those are Skulltulas, and basically what those are is they're basically just spiders with skull shells. And there's a variant of them, well, there's two variants. There's a big variant of them that's just basically a big Skulltula that really has nothing special about it other than they're annoying. And there's also a variant called the Gold Skulltula, which has an important effect in the game, which I'll actually show you guys when we get to that area of the game. There's a door here. I forget if there's another one or not. No, there's not. So I can just... Ow. Okay, I was not in range of that. But there's another one over here, so I can just go over here and check this area. So now what I can do is I can take this Deku stick and light it on fire, and then I can use that fire to actually light up this torch so that that door will be unlocked. But I'm going to put the Deku stick away for later, and what that does is basically if you have a Deku stick that is on fire, you can basically just put it away and save it for later, and it won't be on fire anymore. So I'm actually going to go over to get this treasure chest, and I believe this should be the compass, because I think that's the only big major item left in the game. Well, not the game, but the level. Yep, compass. Okay, so there's one thing I need to get left, and that's just the treasure chest right over there. And there's also a gold Skulltula right over there, so I'll actually show you guys what that is. I need to hit this button again, though, so I can actually get there. Yeah, so I need to do this. And I need to hit you. Come on, fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down. Yes. Come on, get up, get up, get up. No! Ah, crap. I thought I was going to make it. If Link hadn't fall down, I probably would have made it. Okay, so I'm going to hit the button again. I keep forgetting that B isn't roll and that A is roll, because in Monster Hunter, which I've been playing a lot of lately, A is actually not roll, it's an attack button, and B is actually a roll button. But yeah, this is a gold Skulltula, and basically what this thing is when you kill it, it leaves behind that gold skull, and those actually have an importance later in the game. But also, a cool mechanic in this game is if you hold the L button, you can press A, and you'll actually do a backflip if you're holding the circle pad backwards. And I really like to collect the gold Skulltula just that way, because it's just like kind of hardcore parkour. So I need to find where's the right Skulltula path. It's this one. But there's a Skulltula path that you can take that will basically just lead you on to the next area of the game you need to go to. And that's going to be this one right here. So a slicey dice. Come on. I know you're hard-headed, but you don't have to be so hard-headed about this. There we go. And down we go. And saved by the web. Okay, so there's another gold Skulltula over there, and I actually am going to collect it. Yeah, if I see a gold Skulltula, until I have 50 of them, I'm probably going to try and collect a lot of them, because they do have significance in the game that actually gives you some very helpful items. So, fair warning, that's probably going to be what happens with a lot of the gold Skulltulas. There's one right here, so I'll just grab that, and then plonk. Nope, not plonk. Okay, so I need to go this way. And there's actually another gold Skulltula. Okay. Shoot and shoot. Ah, crap, I missed. Shoot. There we go. Now I can climb up here. And let me see. Can I actually reach that? Yep. Fortunately, although he can't jump in his own in this game, because Nintendo is stupid, he can actually, oh crap, no, I didn't want to do that. He can actually jump off of ledges, and it actually does let him jump far enough a lot of the time, although there are some areas where you need an item to get around. Hit that and burn it. So now I can just put this stick away, thank you. And then open the door. Come here. And when you're fighting these guys, the only real way you can hurt them is with the shield, because otherwise they'll just hide when you try and go and strike them. Please forgive me, Master, I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You'll never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yes, definitely. More of a traitor than friggin' Benedict Arnold. And shoot the eye. So the eye is something that you see a lot in this game. Basically, what you have to do is you have to either shoot them or do something special with them. After you're in the water, hold A to dive down. If you hold L while underwater, you can change your view. I bet there are some interesting things down there. Yeah, thanks, Navi. But, if you see the eye, typically what you want to do is you want to shoot it, although sometimes you can only shoot the eye with the bow and arrow or the slingshot, and other times you can shoot it with the other item, the hookshot. So it all just depends, really, on where you're at in the game and what specific puzzle you're trying to solve. Come on, make it through. Don't you dare, don't you dare. If you freaking... Okay. Whew. I was going to say if that timed out while I was up there, I was going to be mad. Because if that would have timed out, then I would have gotten severely hurt. Not only that, but I would have also fell off the platform, and I wouldn't have been able to get back on unless I hit the button again. Come on. Fall down. No one wants to see your freaking acrobatics trick today. Navi, shush. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push it or pull it. When standing next to the block, press A to climb it. Yeah, so basically, A is to basically push around heavy objects or climb them. And some objects you can't really push on your own. You do actually need a special item for. So a lot of the things in Zelda require an item, which is what I like. I like that Zelda isn't all, oh, we're just going to give this to you so you can just go through and just complete the game without having to do anything. I like that Zelda actually does make you have to do a little bit of legwork. Okay, so we're going to open this door, and we're going to put the stick away. Oh, crap, I broke it. Well, I can get more, so, you know, no biggie. There's another Skulltula here. Is there actually a name for those, or are they just big Skulltulas? Okay, so I'm going to pull out another Deku stick. I'm going to light this on fire. There we go. Please don't time out. I really need you to not time out right now. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Okay, there we go. And then that stick got wasted. So I can buy more of those, or I can farm them from those plants, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Because, let's be honest, it's a lot easier to farm them off those plants. Okay, so where am I? Oh, I'm here. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to push this block down and then go get some more fire. And when I get the fire, I need to be ready to roll. Literally, there is an area where you need to roll with fire. And there is an area in here which I will be coming back to in Adult Link version of the game after I get a specific item, because there's an area that you can't get past without a specific item. Okay, down we go. And we're falling into the water. Hopefully that saved... Yep, it saved the Deku stick. Thank you. Okay, so I need this heart. Oh, I don't even need to dive. I can just get it. Okay, so 2-3-1. 2-3-1. Let's go. Come on, get at me. Alright, there's another one over here. But yeah, if you're at too close a range, they won't really stay out of their little hidey holes. And you'll actually have to back away from them for them to even do anything. Come here. How do you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying I'm going to reveal you the secret of Queen Gohma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Gohma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie, sorry about that. Your queen's a Gohma? You're a Deku shrub. And your queen's a Gohma. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, those things are called Deku shrubs, by the way. And Gohmas are the things that we're going to be fighting in this area. This little dank cave-looking area. And I honestly have to say, Gohmas are basically the equivalent of Kezus. So if we look up there and we see that thing, that is Queen Gohma. And I honestly don't know why I didn't see any baby Gohmas. Because there's supposed to be an area where you see the babies, but I guess I must have missed it. Ballistic Armored Queen Gohma. So what you want to do is you want to shoot her in the eye with the slingshot and then just slice at her eye with the sword. And this is like a really easy boss to actually beat. So you don't really have to worry that much. I would say the one thing you have to worry about is her laying eggs. Because when she gets up to the ceiling, she lays eggs exactly like a Kezu. Well, not a Kezu, but more like a Giganox. And basically, they don't really turn into anything unless they're right next to you. Alright, so I shot all 3 of the eggs. She only ever lays 3, so you don't really have to worry about there being a changing number. But now I can just slice at the eye and take her out. Come on, slice and dice time. Let's see how much those eggs will help you in the afterlife. Alright, so this thing's gonna go up here one more time. And I can just shoot the eggs when they fall down. I wish I could shoot them when she was up there, but I'm not really that accurate when it comes to actually shooting stuff in this game. Because the way the shooting works in Zelda, well, at least with Ocarina of Time 3D, is it runs on gyroscopes. So, like, not only is the circle pad key to controlling it, but as you can see if I move my DS, the gyro pad actually has some effect in controlling that. Yeah, I bet that's a secure case of pink eye, isn't it? Okay, I slashed your eye. I didn't know how it hurt you that bad. And glowy circle. Fair enough. But this thing is an extremely important item. This is called a heart container, and basically what this does is if you get a heart piece, it's basically, 4 heart pieces is basically the equivalent of one of these, but what these do is they increase your hearts by 1, so it's basically like increasing your health meter in Spyro. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart, your life energy will be totally refilled. Yeah, that's another thing too, is they, completely refill your health, or at least the heart containers do. I forget if the heart pieces completely restore your health. And we're back outside. I don't know how you had a portal in you. Well done, Link. I like this tree. He's very old and majestic. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou would be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell thee. Wouldst thou listen? Dude, of course. Story time. You best do some explaining, because I have no clue what I'm doing right now. Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. That sounds like a Ganon. And fire. And horse and man riding through fire. And lightning. Yes, this makes all of the sense, even though I have no clue what is going on. The evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic. Okay, sorry for the jump cut, but unfortunately the house phone began to ring and I had no way to shut that off. But, blah blah blah, sacred realm that once found the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. And tiny little light? Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Was one of them Palutena? Din, the goddess of power. Nayru, the goddess of wisdom. Faror, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arm, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Nayru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Kind of feel like those 2 sentences should have gone together. Faror, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. Isn't that the area leading right to you? The 3 goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Dude, what are you talking about? You look healthy as crap. Well, I guess that would be bad. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you began. Yes, I will pass soon, but do not grieve for me. Is that how you spell grieve? That doesn't look right. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Help me, Linky-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with thee, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse upon me. And we got a green stone, aka the spiritual stone of the forest, aka the Kokiri's Emerald. Yes, I remember the exact name of this stone, because it took me about a half hour when I played through this game the first time to even get through the Deku tree, because I had no clue how to kill the thing. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku tree. The future depends on thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Shouldst thou ever lose thy way, seek a vision of the path from the Shikaya stone that stands beside thy throne. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat thee, Navi. Goodbye. And little petals begin to fall. Okay, you ain't looking so healthy now. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Navi, what was your relation to that thing? Well, at least Navi's sad. We know it had some relation. I have no clue. I honestly don't know what the fairy's relation to the great Deku Tree is, because they don't even have any connection to me, it seems. Because it seems like they're just there because it lives in the same place they do. Well, at least these fairies. But there's 3 prime versions of the fairies, which I would think would be the rulers of fairies rather than the Deku Tree. But anyway, for now, I'm going to actually leave this episode of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time here. I absolutely love this game. It is my favorite game, and I am so glad that I get to play it. Honestly, if I didn't have this game, I would probably buy it again just to be able to play it, because I, again, love Ocarina of Time. The design of it, the friggin' items in it, the levels, the soundtrack, which I really wish I could get on vinyl. It's just all absolutely amazing. But anyway, for now, I'm going to leave this episode here. Hopefully this episode will be going up tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it up on time, because I really just love this game, and I really want to play more of it. But anyway, for now, I'm going to leave this video here. If you guys liked it, you can slap the like button as always, and I'll see all you beautiful people in the next video.